All right, Coach, thank you. There's a look at New Era Field here in Orchard Park, New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Washington Redskins. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is fielded at the goal line.
Mike 56. You got nothing today. You got nothing. Kill. Kill.
On first down, Allen. It's caught. Smith. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Ready? 56, right there, 56. Bring it.
They run with a former Jaguar. It's T.J. Yeldon. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, Allen. He's going deep for Brown. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
On second down now, it's Logan. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. They control the clock, they control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Mike, 50 seconds. Hey, watch the slant. Shoot. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Vince Williams in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. The All-Pro Andre Roberts deep for Buffalo. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Let him know. 56.
Hey, Alpha.
56.
Don't let him breathe.
Throwing now is Allen. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by the All-Pro corner, Josh Norman. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Set, ready. 15 on it. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Allen now looks to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Deron Payne able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Bills send the punter out. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Fielded at about the 28. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is, how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Run it. 53, check 53. Hey, keep it up. Check, cross.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. He's going to loft one. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there for Washington. 48 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Well, a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, but now it's third and goal.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now a man in his 13th NFL season, it's Adrian Peterson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Adrian Peterson, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Alert, alert, alert!
Throwing again. Allen. Pass caught. It's the rookie from Ole Miss, Dawson Knox. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
That's good for Bills.
That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
That's how we do, D.
Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
56, check 56. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd down. Allen. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 41-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
A 1st down carry now for Yeldon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
56, right there, 56.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous. 56, 56.
56.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that's complete to Croft. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 27-yard line. Bills are certainly happy to have a healthy Tyler Croft. Remember, he had a season-ending foot injury last year with the Bengals in Week 5. So the Bills get him, and he re-injures that same foot in May in OTAs. But out there now and says he's feeling pretty good. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Yeldon. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, what's going on? It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Mike 56, Mike 56. You remember me?
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 10-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Over the middle, complete. That's Richardson. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Logan. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They go play action with Haskins. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Second down, Haskins. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Go. 57. Mike, 57. You gonna get this boy?
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Space to maneuver at the 40. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
On 2nd and 12, Haskins. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Matt Milano has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction.
Watch twist. Watch him. Watch twist. Watch twist.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Vince Williams has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Here's Tressway now. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of... And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now it's Haskins. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Haskins now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
This is Logan. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Haskins. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. After the penalty, it's Yeldon. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
218, chop.
On play action, Allen towards the end zone for Brown. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now on 2nd and 13, Haskins. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Matt Milano in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Need something for deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, it's Haskins. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
All you hear from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL, how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much to learn, so much offense to absorb. Looks like he's picking it up pretty well.
I would say so. And how about that for your first career NFL touchdown?
I don't know that he envisioned it quite that way, but if he was smart, he probably dreamed about it a little bit.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
56 is the mic. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Check.
Here's Allen to throw it. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a toss right to Yeldon. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken at about the 14. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Watch tight, tight is right. Watch tight, tight is right. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 now.
They run again with Logan. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Watch the slant.
3rd and 2. Now Haskins. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Gore now running out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Pass 85, pass 85.
56. Months 50.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Cole Beasley, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills cut into that lead. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Stephen Hauschka for the point after. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. And that makes it 23-7. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll run on 1st down. Logan. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now Haskins. Here's a screen to Powell. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down.
A gain of 12.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On the carry, it's Logan. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Lorenzo Alexander brings him down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 16, Haskins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 21-yard line.
56. Ricky. Hey, tight. 56.
From the gun, it's Allen. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Now Allen throwing on 3rd and long. And now here is another interception. Monte Nicholson picks it. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turn to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
I got him.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Adrian Peterson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
56. What we got?
They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Back now in Buffalo. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. The first carry for Patrick DeMarco. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, after that pickup of a first down, I think some of the defensive guys are going to be looking over their coordinator and saying that was not in the scouting report. That went against every tendency most teams have. You don't usually hand the ball to your big guy in that situation. Sometimes you catch them by surprise.
Allen's throw is complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Second and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Allen. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Now that turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
Call it a loss of 6 on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. A look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And out across midfield down to the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Jerry Hughes on the stop. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now Haskins to throw it. Open man, it's Vernon Davis. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 21.
First down, Redskins.
On first down, it's Logan. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Looking to throw, Haskins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. T.J. Logan, his 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point good by Hopkins, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he... It's past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
40-yard line.
Allen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. And the grab by Croft. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Again, it's Yeldon. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
61, match box, play.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To the air, Allen. And that's caught by Beasley. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 17-yard line. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Allen now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10.
Half 10.
56, the mark, boys, 56.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Half 10.
They go back to the ground now with Yeldon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
319.
Mutt's 56. It's a party now.
Alert.
Check 99. Check 99.
Now Allen. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bills get a bit closer. Hauschka with the extra point. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
At the 29-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Logan. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. So a victory here for the Washington Redskins, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Washington, they pick up their 2nd win now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beat.